2 Samuel chapter 6. And David gathered again every young man from out of Israel, 30,000. And David rose up and went, and all the people with him, and some of the rulers of Judah, to lead from there the ark of God, upon which the name of the Lord of the forces is called upon, the one sitting upon the cherubim upon it. And they set the ark of God upon a new wagon, and lifted it from out of the house of Abinadab on the hill. And Uzzah and his brothers, the sons of Abinadab, led the wagon with the ark. And his brothers went in front of the ark. And David and all the sons of Israel played before the Lord with instruments in accord, and with odes, and with lutes, and with stringed instruments, and with tambourines, and with cymbals, and with pipes. And they come unto the threshing floor of Nachon. And Uzzah stretched out his hand to the ark of God to hold it. And he held it, for the calf distracted it. And the Lord was enraged in anger with Uzzah, and God struck him there for the rashness, and he died there by the ark of the Lord before God. And David was depressed, because of which the Lord cut severance with Uzzah, and he called that place Severance of Uzzah until this day. And David feared the Lord in that day, saying, How shall the ark of God enter to me? And David did not want to turn aside to himself the ark of the covenant of the Lord into the city of David. And David turned off with it into the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. And the ark of the Lord stayed in the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite 3 months. And the Lord blessed the entire house of Obed-Edom and all the things of his. And it was reported to King David, saying, The Lord blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all of his, because of the ark of God. And David went and led the ark of the Lord from out of the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David with gladness. And there were with him the ones lifting the ark of the Lord, 7 companies of dancers, and a calf and lambs for sacrifice. And David played music with instruments in accord in the presence of the Lord. And David was clothed in a special robe. And David and all the house of Israel led the ark of the Lord with a cry and with the sound of a trumpet. And it happened, of the ark coming unto the city of David, that Michal, daughter of Saul, looked through the window, and saw King David dancing and playing music before the Lord, and she treated him with contempt in her heart. And they carried in the ark of the Lord, and put it aside in its place, in the middle of the tent which David pitched for it. And David offered whole burnt offerings before the Lord, and peace offerings. And David completed offering the whole burnt offerings and the peace offerings, and he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of the forces. And he portioned to all the people among all the force of Israel, from man unto woman, to each a biscuit of bread, and broiled meat, and a pancake from the frying pan. And all the people went forth each to his house. And David returned to bless his house. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came forth to meet David, and said, How was the king of Israel glorified today, who was uncovered today in the eyes of the girls of his bondmen, as one uncovers by uncovering of the ones dancing? And David said to Michal, In the presence of the Lord I will dance, who chose me over your father and over all his house, to place me in the lead over his people Israel, and I shall play and dance in the presence of the Lord. And I will be uncovered again thus, and I will be useless in your eyes, and with the girls of whom you said of me not being extolled. And Michal, daughter of Saul, did not have a child unto the day of her dying.